Good morning. Whew, as you can see, my coffee is piping hot. My glasses are steamed up. But good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I am your host, the amazing, I'm trying to get my glasses unsteamed, the amazing Tea Street. Thank you so much for joining me today. Whenever you're catching this, whether you're catching it live or whether you're catching it on the replay, it's the remix. However, you're going to catch this message today, whatever you do, make sure you catch this message today. And when you catch it, make sure that you share it. Ask people to come and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Amazing Tea Street. But today I want to jump right in, and I just want to give you a little bit of context for the content. Today's topic is moving from people pleasing to purpose chasing. Moving from people pleasing to purpose chasing. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Lori. How do we move from people pleasing to purpose chasing? If I'm honest, and I always try to be that with y'all, if I'm honest, there was a season of my life when I was young and I was trying to build a career. I thought that the best way to do that was to be a people pleaser, someone who said yes to all kinds of things, even when those things were not in alignment. People would ask me to do things. People who were powerful would have demands on my time and demands on my talents and demands on the things that I had as skill sets. And I thought that if I wanted to move up, I had to be a people pleaser. But it wasn't until I found myself burnout and alone that I moved from being a people pleaser to a purpose chaser. And there is a difference. Some of us are tired not because we've been working too hard on our purpose, but because we've been working overtime trying to make everyone else happy, smiling when we're drained, saying yes when we mean no, shrinking so we can fit into rooms that God never designed us to stay in. At some point, you got to make a decision. Am I going to keep people pleasing or am I going to start chasing purpose? So y'all already know I'm coming at you today with three ways. Good morning, Taiki. Good morning, Rhonda. I'm coming at you with three ways that you can move from being a people pleaser to a purpose chaser. And I know this all too well from my own personal experience. Check your why before you say yes. Back in the day, my why was about wanting to move up. Not move in purpose. If I'm being candid and honest, I wasn't trying to move in purpose. I was trying to move up because I was told growing up that the reason you go to college is so you could get a good job and you could be upwardly mobile and break cycles of generational poverty. That's what many of us, good morning, Miss Teresa. That's what many of us are told when we're growing up, that the goal of our lives, particularly people of color who come from low income backgrounds, that the goal is to be upwardly mobile. So if I'm honest, my why, that check your why before you say yes, my why was about upward mobility, but it wasn't about purpose. Sometimes we say yes because we feel guilty. Sometimes we say yes out of fear. My family are the folks who roped me into yes out of guilt. Other people roped me into yes out of fear. And some of us say yes because we want to be liked. Now, that was never really me. I was trying to move, I was trying to be strategic because that like factor, I know, y'all, that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So trying to be liked has never really been my goal. That's not why I was a people pleaser. I was a people pleaser because I was trying to get something that wasn't even designed for me. So mine wasn't trying to be like, but some of yours might be because you just want people to like you. But purpose doesn't grow out of pressure. It grows out of alignment. Now, that's not to say that we can't grow out of pressure because we can. But our purpose grows when it's aligned to the thing that we're supposed to be doing. Before you commit to anything, pause and ask yourself, does this align with who I'm called to be? Or am I just trying to keep the peace? Do you say yes sometimes just because it's easier to say yes so you can get along? If you do, you people pleasing, you're not purpose chasing. Because if your yes is rooted in people pleasing, your purpose will always take a back seat to your people pleasing. All right. So that's the first thing. Good morning, Olivia. That's the first thing that we got to do if we're going to move from being people pleasers to purpose chasers. Second, we got to get comfortable disappointing people. Now, I know some of y'all, this is the hard one for you. I'll be honest, there are times when it's hard for me. There's some people in my life that I hate to disappoint. I used to hate to disappoint my mother. And I did it so often, y'all. It became an Olympic sport for me. But I hated disappointing my mother. I don't like to disappoint my sister. I don't like to disappoint my nephew, Christian, because God knows I love that. I love that boy. I don't want to disappoint him. But you can be a good person and still tell people no. Everybody is not going to understand your growth. Everybody is not going to like your boundaries. Everybody is not invited into your next season. And guess what? That's okay. Because when you start chasing purpose, you might lose applause, but you gain clarity. I'm looking you in your eye. Yep. When you start chasing purpose instead of people pleasing, you might lose applause, but I guarantee you that you will gain clarity. So what are you going to do? You ask yourself and you practice this statement. I can't commit to that right now. My new statement is, I don't have capacity for that right now. No long explanation, no apology tour, no, just clarity. Because every time you choose purpose, you're choosing your future over their feelings. Now, for all of y'all people pleasers, you're going to be like, but I just want to make everybody happy. Can I just tell you? I just want to do what God called me to do. And sometimes what he called me to do wasn't making other people happy. I'm just saying somebody needed that as a word this morning. And so there you go. Number 3, replace approval with assignment. Replace approval with assignment. I often say, your approval of me is the icing. My approval of me is the cake. Because my approval of me is the thing that's aligned with what God told me to do. People pleasers wake up asking, who needs me today? Purpose chasers wake up asking, what did God assign me to do today? You see the difference? Who needs me today versus what did God assign me today is the difference between a people pleaser and a purpose chaser. There is a difference. When you chase purpose, you focus on your impact. And focused people are the people who change the world. So start your day out with intention. Write down your top 3 purpose priorities for this day. I did mine this morning when I got up. What are the top 3 things that I know that is a part of the purpose for which I'm on the earth that I'm going to accomplish this day, not tomorrow, not next week, on this day. Protect them like your life depends on it, because your destiny absolutely depends on your obedience to your alignment with your assignment. The difference between approval and assignment. So let me close with this. If you spend your life trying to be like everybody else, you might end up unknown to you. If you spend your life trying to be liked by everybody else, you might end up unknown to you. But when you choose purpose, when you walk boldly in who you were created to be, you won't need validation because you'll have fulfillment. I'm going to give that one to you again. When you walk boldly in who you were called to be, you won't need approval or validation. You'll have fulfillment. And I don't know about you, I'll take fulfillment for 200, Alex. So today I need you to make a shift. Stop asking, do they approve? And start asking, am I aligned? Because purpose doesn't need permission. There it is. I don't know who needed this word today, but some of y'all need to stop people pleasing and start purpose chasing. How we do that? Check your why. Are you doing it to please people, or are you doing it because it's a part of your purpose? Get comfortable disappointing people. I'm sorry, I just don't have capacity for that right now. And finally, replace approval with assignments. Are you on assignment, or are you simply seeking approval? Good morning, Brother Kenny. I don't know who needed this, but I'm the amazing T Street. Y'all already know there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So today, do what I did. Stop people pleasing and start purpose chasing. Have an amazing, amazing day, y'all.